Doom, destroy all minions, draw a card for each. It's a bigger version of Twisted Nether. You draw a card after you kill a minion, and you pay 2 more mana. Twisted Nether is currently being played in Arena Lock. Will Doom be a good fit? I don't think you need like such an expensive removal as this. And it's 10 mana. You draw a card for each minion you kill. It's cool, but Warlock can already draw a lot without even using this spell. I don't think it's a good fit for Warlock, to be fair. It's an interesting replacement for Twisted Nether if you don't have it. Arena, it's probably interesting card too. I think in Arena this card can actually be okay, because sometimes you survive until 10 mana, and it's kind of a good value after you kill minions and draw cards. I wouldn't value it too high in Arena either, so because it's really slow. I don't think it's playable and constructed. Twisted Nether is just better. Just barely survive until turn 8, sometimes you even die before, and if you survive then you play Twisted Nether. Doom is 2 mana cheaper, more expensive, so you'll probably die much more often if you wanna play this, and benefit isn't good enough. And that's the Corruptor, but it requires summon destroy all minions that die this game. 5/7 for 10 mana. So many of Destroy Alls will be gone since that will come out. No Hunted Creeper and an Nubian Egg. 2 powerful Destroy Alls which are still existed and probably should be always playable is Skeram and Sylvanas. Well, you can get it after you play in those. Let's say Varian Ring, you can get... has 7/7 stats and you can get 3 cards from it. You can draw it and you can play any card you draw. On average, it probably won't bring you as many stats as Skeram plus Sylvanas, but in order for this guy to bring back these minions, you need to play them first. I guess you can bring back cards like Tyrant, so in Paladin you can have such a win condition if you play mid-range Paladin. Actually, Sylvanas and Cairn fit mid-range Paladin really well as Tyrant. So if you go with such a game plan, put in those into the deck, that's like win condition. If your opponent doesn't have hard removal, game is over. I mean, even if Brawl happens, if you play in those on empty board, you will still have something afterwards, and this minion will be big still. And Cairn, after respawn, will still be a 4/5, right? Yeah, so mid-range Paladin might be decent. Everything else kind of sucks. You just don't play 10 mana legendaries for a reason. They're too slow. Can be a good fit for control Paladin. Just instead of playing anything and a bunch of Murlocs, you have this 10 mana play as a win condition. Makes sense, right? 10 mana Yasharj, Rage, Unbound. Hope I pronounce it well. At the end of your turn, put a minion from your deck into the battlefield. It's neutral legendary. Well, that's big. Let's compare it to Endorse the Corruptor. This guy will probably give you more than 1 minion. It's a 5/7. If you bring like a Tyrion, if your Tyrion died later before, you will get a Tyrion, you'll not get a random minion. It's a powerful guy, yeah, but like, judging from what happened to Varian Ring, this card doesn't seem to be played right for some reason, and it's probably pulling off more minions than 1. Yeah, it has smaller stars, but how relevant is it? This guy is neutral. Doesn't make difference. I would definitely play it in like Ancestral's Communion Druid. This guy I will definitely put in my deck, but it will never be a competitive deck, it's just for fun. I don't think it's good. It seems like it will have a greedier card and better cards than just 10 mana 10/10. Ragnaros Lightlord. At the end of your turn, restore 8 health to damage friendly character, 8 mana 8/8. It can attack, so it can heal you or another damaged minion at random, and it's a Paladin legendary. I think it's good. It's flexible, and it's a big body. It's heal. Yeah, I just like it. 8/8 for 8 mana, and it has a good text. Why not to play it? If you survive till turn 8 and then you play this Ragnaros against Hunter, for example, let's start healing, right? Better than 9 hands. Yeah, I think it's good. Probably will see some play. Seems like control Paladin can be a thing. If you put Ragnaros, Tyrion, Sylvanas, Cairn, and Zoth, you have a really good late game. Not sure how much I like such a playstyle when you just put a bunch of big minions into your deck and try to like have it as a win condition. I guess we will see. I mean, Paladin has Keeper of Uldaman, Aldo Peacekeeper. If a new expansion theme will be just big minions, I think Paladin should be a dominated deck still. The Boogeymonster, 8 mana 6/7. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, gain +2/+2. 8 mana Boulder Fist Ogre. Not good. For arena is probably same as just 8-8. About same value. Because when you kill something it grows. Becomes 8-9. And it probably will kill one minion. But sometimes it's getting killed by a spell. In constructed it's just terrible. And we never see play it. And it's a legendary. So when will you pick it in arena even? Over what cards? Lorewalker, Cho and Millhouse Manastorm, I guess. Then you will really consider picking Millhouse Manastorm. Not a good card. 6 mana Herald Volazj. Battlecry summon a 1/1 copy of each of your other minions. Priest legendary. Okay, so best way of using it is just Death Rattle minions. Nerubian Egg and Hunted Creeper are all gone in standard. You can get like a copy of Ragnaros, but in order to do it, you need to have Ragnaros already in play, which is really hard to do. Strong minions with battle cries, they're all gone. I don't know how good this card is. 6 mana 5/5, probably with some better stats. Like, if this guy would have had like average stats already, let's say 6, then maybe. 5/5 is just apparently too weak, I think. I don't even know how can you build a deck around this card. You can use cancel Sylvanas and Zoth. Then you still need to kind of protect your Death Rattle somehow, it's often not possible. Even if you get like Sylvanas as a 1/1, like how good is it? It's still like vulnerable to Brawl, Equality Consecration, Equality Pyro. For Wild it's interesting card probably. I don't think you'll see it in play in standard. And for arena it's not good either. Like to make it be better than a Boulder Fist Ogre, you probably need to have 2 minions in play already. So it's kind of hard to achieve. Not so good. 6 mana 5/5, another legendary. It's a beast named Mukla, Tyrant of the Vale. Battlecry, add 2 bananas to your hand. So it's like reverse Q and Mukla just gives banana to you instead of giving it to your opponent. So how good bananas are. In Miracle Rogue you can recycle bananas into cards. I guess it's a really greedy card. It's 5/5 without a taunt or anything. And gives you 2 bananas, which is not like crazy either. With Auctioneer you probably can already cycle a lot. And Auctioneer is not a good card at the moment as well. As a rogue you don't really want to have 5/5 unless it has a crazy text. Like Emperor Torison. Bananas are nice. For arena is apparently not a bad card to have. Like 2 bananas. Let's count 2 bananas as a 1 card. It's a +2/+2, right? So it's like a Mark of the Wild without a taunt. If you will think about it this way, you just draw a strictly bad card, worse than a regular one, and you get a 5/5 for 6 mana. So isn't Arts Drake just better? I don't think we'll see it play. 6 mana 2/8 Skilled Nightmare. At the start of your turn, double this minion's attack. At the start of your turn. So it will be 2/8 for 1 turn. Your opponent can do whatever he wants to with it. It can be killed by Kodo in arena. It can be taken by Cabal Shadow Priest. I would say it's not terrible for arena. If you're behind on a board it doesn't do much, because your opponent can just trade into it and has 2 power. Again, Kodo, I wouldn't value too high in arena. There might be some picks when you pick high main over 2 other epic cards, that's for sure. I would probably value it like Wobbling runs in arena. I don't think we'll see it play in constructed. 6 mana 7/6 Skeram Cultist. Battlecry give you Cthulhu +2/+2. Has decent stats, vulnerable to BGH if not getting nerfed. Like a Boulder Fist Ogre with reverse stats. And buffs you Cthulhu. So they just keep putting average sized minions, just adding Battlecry which buffs Cthulhu. What to say? I guess for Cthulhu deck it's not exactly terrible. We probably have better minions to play over Skeram Cultist. So probably we'll not see it play too much. It's good for arena, I guess. 7/6. Not an ogre, but slightly worse. About same value. Critical for arms. This rattle returns to your hand. 5 mana weapon with 2 power, 2 durability. Joe revealed this card on his stream. Like, what's that? 2 mana, 5 mana, 2/2 weapon? What's that? Is it like a trend to release at least one stupid card, stupid weapon card? Like, we had Poison Blade in the previous expansion, and it's terrible. This card is probably even worse. You will never ever pay 5 mana to play a 2/2 weapon. Even if it returns to your hand. Then you can play it again? What? You don't ever want to play 5 mana 2/2 weapon. For 1 mana you don't want to play it. 1 mana is not good. 5 mana 2/2. Are you kidding me? 5 mana Cabalist Tome. Add 3 random mage spells to your hand. It's interesting card. It might be good for control mage. 3 random mage spells on average can be pretty decent. You can get like ice blocks, ice barriers. It's like one of the crappiest ones. Arcane missiles, arcane blast. Nourish is not good for druid, reason why you can't come back after drawing a bunch of cards if you don't play a good power minions every turn. That's why it's not great for druid. For mage, drawing cards might be okay because you can always like play Frostnova Doomsayer after and regain control back. You'll probably see it play a bit, maybe one in control mage. Just make sure you run enough AoE. 5 mana Cult Apothecary. 4 minion, for each enemy minion restore 2 health to your hero. Against aggro when they have like 5 minions on the board. You want to clear this board. You don't want to play a guy and heal yourself. You want to just clear the board. I guess if they all have like 1 power, that's good to play this cult. Then you heal more than you take damage. It's can't even be compared to heal bot. Like against freeze mage you will not heal ever. Freeze mage never has minions on the board. I don't think we'll see it play. I think it's good for arena either. In arena if you're behind on the board, healing is normally not good enough to win the game, so... 5 mana 4/6 Shaman Legendary Hallazeal the Ascended. Whenever your spell deal damage, restore that much health to your hero. That's really good legendary for Shaman. Natural fit to mid-range Shaman deck. When you go with trucks and like... If you play Lightning Storm, you basically play this card. If you play Elemental Destruction, you probably play it too. So... Shaman can play heal bots, Shaman can play this card. Because it's a 4/6, just better stats. And healbot will not be a thing anymore. So that's pretty good. Shadow Ward Horror. Destroy all minions with 2 or less attack for mana spell for a priest. That seems like a really bad card. For constructed, for arena, wherever you will put it into the deck, it will suck. Reason why, like, situation where board is filled with 2 mana, 2 power or less minions aren't happening too often. And Holy Nova already can do a job of this spell and damages like even minions with higher power. Excavated Evil can be much better than this for sure. Just don't play it ever. In arena I would probably rate it really low.
This video is brought to you by G2A.com.